Right now, the New York Knicks stand 7 games under 500 at 15-22 and are looking on the decline with Kristaps Porzingis out for 2 to 3 more weeks. And this team is really going nowhere right now. And their last 10, they're 4-6, not looking good at all. But Melo has stepped it up this year. He's averaging 6 assists, about 7.5 rebounds, and 21 points. That is great numbers. And Kristaps Porzingis has also had a great year, but he is hurt right now. But here is where we're going to shake up the team. We have waited about a year and a half to do this, and we're going to be making 3 trades you'll see in about the next minute. You'll see who we trade. And the first one is us acquiring Ricky Rubio. The Timberwolves really valued Brandon Jennings a lot more than other teams, and they really wanted to dump some salary because they're going to have to pay Wiggins and Towns, but they also still want to contend with a good point guard. So they're going to be moving, I don't really know how to pronounce his last name, Bajinka, because he's going to be our starting power forward now that Kristaps is out for about 1 to 2 more weeks. So we get Ricky Rubio, and here we're trading Allen Crabbe and Aaron Aflalo and 3 picks. 1 first rounder and 2 second rounder for Avery Bradley and RJ Hunter. So we have our starting shooting guard now. And the last trade, we're trading Derek Williams and Kevin Seraphin for Doug McDermott and basically a throw-in player. But here's where we just shaked up the team a lot right there. You just saw. As now our starting lineup is looking, when Kristaps Porzingis comes back, is going to be I almost said Brandon Jennings. It's going to be Ricky Rubio, Avery Bradley, Carmelo Anthony, Kristaps Porzingis, and Yarn Mahimi is still going to be the center. I was talking about trying to get a starting center, but I really couldn't find one. As Yarn Mahimi, I wasn't able to trade, and we're gonna see what Yarn Mahimi can do. I think he can be a good starter for us, but I think acquiring Avery Bradley brings us defense on the wing position, and he can also score. So he is making about $8 million a year. That's what Aaron Aflalo did, but acquiring him, I feel like gives us a better defender and about the same score as Aaron Aflalo. We also acquired Ricky Rubio, who is one of the better passers in the league, probably a top 5 passing point guard in the league. And really, with Brandon Jennings, we don't really need him to score since we had Porzingis, Aflalo, and Melo. He was kind of the 3rd, 4th scoring option. But with Rubio, he can easily be our 4th scoring option behind Melo, Porzingis, and Bradley. And he can also be able to average 10, 9, 11 assists a game, which we really need him to bring us to a playoff run because he could feed Melo the ball, he could feed Porzingis the ball, and he could feed Mahimi the ball and feed Bradley the ball. And the last trade is we acquired Doug McDermott from the Bulls, and he was just getting no playing time with the Bulls. They just had a logjam at the 3 spot with all the small forwards they had. And we acquired him to kind of give us life shooting on defense on the second unit. Allen Crabbe really wasn't the greatest scorer. He just had a lot of athleticism, so he was able to run up and down the floor, play a little bit of defense, and really just only be able to score inside. Really had no jumper. And Derek Williams, I'm just happy I got rid of his $6 million salary and got him off the team because he really was awful at defense as well. But yeah, I still could make another trade. We still have about 2-3 weeks, about a month until the trade deadline. So I will still be able to make a trade if I feel like maybe we need just one more piece, because we do have our 1st round pick this year still, which has about 2-star trade value. So I might look to move that, but I feel like we could make another trade if we need to. But yeah, the starting lineup is going to be Rubio, Bradley, Melo, Porzingis when he comes back, and Yarn Mahimi. And the second unit will be Galloway or Jerian Grant or Antonio Blakeney, our 2nd round pick. Shooting guard will be Grayson Allen, of course, our 6th man. Small forward, Doug McDermott. Power forward will be Bajinka. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. And our center will be Kevin Seraphin. Still, I know I wanted to upgrade at the backup small forward or a starting small forward spot, but I wasn't able to acquire that. I had no good trades. But yeah, we're going to see how the Knicks team can do in the next episode with all these new players, and we'll see what they can do and see if they can bring the New York Knicks to a playoff run.